Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Emma and Georgia, and today we are watching Never Have I Ever Season 3 Episode 1. If you want to watch our Uncut Sis reaction, a link to the Patreon is down below.
Season 3 of Never Have I Ever is back.
It's back!
I am so excited to see the chaos that Devi brings. I mean, this love triangle is still ongoing, and this is one of my favourite love triangles ever, to be honest, because I've never flip-flopped so hard. In Season 2, I was changing my mind between Paxton and Ben like nobody's business. But we both ended on separate teams. I was Team Ben and you were Team Paxton.
Oh, Team Paxton all the way.
You're winning at the moment as they are official. They ended the season as a couple. Paxton finally overcame his worries about what other people think, and he confessed to Devi at the dance, and they had their first dance together, and it was cute.
Throughout the season, Paxton's always been like one about self-image and caring about what his friends think, so it does put a bit of a sour taste, you know, but I'm glad they're together. But I just hope Paxton humbles himself a little bit, and I don't know, you know, he's in high school. This is like the sort of thing that we care about back then, but I just hope their relationship lasts. But knowing those two, Devi in particular, she'll do something to screw it up. So I'm here for the ride.
Well, it seemed like he was overcoming those worries because they walked into the dance together and everyone turned to look at them. I think Devi's going to be getting some hate as she's dating the hottest guy in school.
Oh yeah,
and Ben,
gossip.
Oh my god, my favourite thing was Eleanor stirring the pot unintentionally because she's so blissfully unaware of everything she does. She said to Ben was like, oh, it's been Paxton the whole time, meh meh meh. And Eleanor said, actually it wasn't, but Devi wanted to pick you, but Fabiola and I talked her out of it. Sorry.
Literally, like a complete 180.
He was
Eleanor is so, she does stir the pot unintentionally, like it's crazy. I can't imagine the thoughts going through Ben's head in that moment, like, oh my god, I've just let her slip.
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering how Ben is handling the news that they are official and everything.
Well, thinking about it now, it's actually a love square, because Ben has a girlfriend. Anissa.
He has a girlfriend. Oh! Yeah, Anissa! Jeez, I remember her now. She was like a big character last season with Devi getting jealous of her and everyone obsessing over Anissa, and Ben's dating her.
He was so jealous of Paxton and Devi in that moment when he has a literal girlfriend.
I know, like it just sort of shows that where his feelings are. Like, I don't know if he truly cares for Anissa other than just dating her to say that he's dating her to rile Devi up. Isn't Eleanor and Trent a thing?
Yeah.
That was T's last episode. Because when they dancing together.
Yeah, he asked her to dance with his cheeky man bun.
I know! It was the cutest thing ever, and I'm shipping that. And I can't remember if Fabiola and her girlfriend got together.
They never broke up. They were together the whole season, and at the end they won the prom queens.
Yeah, oh, I remember now. Yeah, because I remember there was a bit of tension in last season with them two, and that. But I'm glad we've got couples, so many couples.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Someone check on hell, because it is definitely frozen over. Devi Vishwa
I love how he
just
roasts
walked into
her
school
every
for
time.
The first time as
Yeah.
Paxton hall-yoshida's girlfriend.
Oh my
They've been
god.
together for 2 whole weeks.
I forgot about the
For
teacher.
teenagers is basically a lifetime of monogamy.
Brent is giving her evils. Wait, is that her house? Her mum is very strict.
I had a huge
Yeah, it
dinner.
is. I mean, he snuck in her window before.
How about we watch some TikToks?
Perfect.
Hey, let's take a rain check. Let's watch some TikToks.
Is that her go-to line?
She's dying, right? It's like a deathbed.
Wow.
God, Paxton is just so kind.
No, that's what I thought. But
You're
she's, like,
so mean.
maybe she's just a huge slut.
I mean, the only reason a guy like Paxton would be with a freak like Davy is if she puts out.
Totally. No other logical explanation.
Can you believe this?
Looks like Davy does.
And you made it onto Lady Whistleboy for the first time ever.
Lady Whistle
Lady
Boy.
Whistleboy was the school's
What?
gossip TikTok,
Bridgerton
loosely
reference.
based on a Bridgerton character, run by a not so anonymous source.
Definitely
Oh,
not
no.
Lady Whistle Boy.
Look up.
Oh, shit.
We haven't kissed yet, but he did leave a little bag of weed under my Christmas tree. What do you guys think?
Nice.
That seems romantic to me.
Depending on how this trend thing shakes out, we might all be in legit relationships. Here's to never being single again.
Fabiola, I need to talk to you.
God, that didn't sound good.
That does not sound good.
To Korea?
What?
Let's do long distance. Shouldn't be that hard. What's the time difference?
16 hours?
Oh, that's so
Good
sad.
morning, buddy.
Walk out of school was feeling a bit less triumphant to Davy than the walk in. She had been obsessing
she's-
over what Shira, Zoe, and Carly had said all day.
He's like
Was whispering
over the moon and she's not looking so confident.
The
Now
newest
she's the
odd
one that
couple
care
at
what
Sherman Oaks
everyone
High is
thinks.
leaving the building.
God, that was a quick photo.
But look at Mohan and me. I mean, part of the reason why we worked is because our families just went into it wanting the same things.
And they seemed so in love, and they were.
He was my rock.
Prashant does remind me of home. It's nice.
Listen, no one is making you get married tomorrow, but I don't think you should throw away Prashant because you're scared.
And he's so hot.
Oh, Prashant is back in the picture.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. Did we discover that being in a romantic relationship doesn't necessarily solve all of our problems?
Literally, Davy was obsessed, fixated on getting a boyfriend. Now she has one, she's rethinking.
I overheard some girls say that I must be a slut for Paxton to like me.
You don't let somebody else define you. When you do that, you give them your power.
It's true.
This
You're
therapist
right.
is teaching
That's
everyone.
hella wise, Doc.
I want you to ignore them.
Guess what, you jealous bitches? I heard what you said
Oh
about me in the bathroom.
no!
About your insane clothes, you look like a children's performer.
Paxton and I have not had sex. He likes me for my awesome personality.
Whoa, you and Paxton haven't had sex yet? Sweetie, Paxton's not gonna stay with someone who's not having sex with him.
Oh my god.
You've just made this worse, Davy.
Maybe he'll ask me to prom. You guys want to look at dresses?
Yes, revolve that.
These girls. They're worse than Trent.
And play Fortnite in your garage with Trent and Marcus? Sure.
Damn. Is that what our dates are like?
That sounds so
Sucks.
shit.
Am I bringing a lactate for later, or am I just going home after?
I mean, we could hang out at my house after if you want.
Are you
She's
aware
being
of what a
cash.
lactate is?
I feel like this is slang that we don't know because we're not down with the kids.
I'm gonna have sex with Paxton this weekend. You're like snoozing during the most important news you've ever heard.
I think we've heard it before though, Davey.
I could burp your name.
Eleanor.
Well, that was sort of sweet, I guess.
That was disgusting.
I'm not even going to say anything regarding that.
He's left us with nothing but embarrassment. And by the time we pulled out, our innocence was lost.
Pulled out.
Blood
What
was
the
everywhere.
Be honest, Ben, you've already got an A++ in my class. If I go any higher, I'm gonna have to
triple
get permission from the
plus?
school board.
It's not even a grade.
Are you even allowed to go higher than that?
No more extra credit, Ben.
Ugh, free time?
Maybe actually have a life, Ben?
Well,
He's
I
really
want to go to
like
Columbia, like Barack Obama and Jake Gyllenhaal.
like
We
school
had our bar mitzvahs at the
focused.
same temple.
She's
Jake
more
and me,
relaxed.
not President Obama.
Huh, sounds cool. Maybe I'll apply there too.
Can you imagine if she gets into like an Ivy League school and
Yeah.
you know?
I don't think you actually want me back.
Sure I do. You're such a great cat.
I want to take that next step and to have a family.
Sometimes when I picture our wedding, I feel physically ill. But that doesn't mean that I want to lose what we have.
From what you just told me, I don't think we have anything.
I think they both want two different things.
PTA meeting? What's that?
Pits, tits, and ass. You gotta keep it fresh in there, girl.
God, I hate knowing that acronym.
Yes, I wiped them down with old alcohol wipes from when I got barbecue takeout. It hurt like a bitch.
Ouch.
Old alcohol wipes.
I'm obviously mega horny for Paxton, but kissing to intercourse in 2 weeks? Isn't that kind of fast?
So don't have sex with him.
He
I'm
might
not
not
having sex
even
with
want to
Ben.
have sex
Oh,
with
that's
you,
interesting.
Davy. He might want to take things slow. Why is she assuming?
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen? Paxton dumps you and your popularity plummets into the toilet again? So what?
Oh, fabulous.
Fabiola, this was not good advice.
Is he pressuring you?
No, I want to. I'm excited about it.
Uh-huh. Sit down.
But are you ready for it?
If you rush into that, you could get really hurt.
Like, down there.
No, Devi, like...
Emotionally, Davy.
Oh. I'm not going to marry him because I'm not ready. And you shouldn't have sex yet, unless you're ready.
I don't think Paxton would want to do it if he could feel she wasn't into it, though.
Okay, he might be ready for it.
My ear.
Oh.
And of course, in typical Davy fashion, it always goes pear-shaped.
Totally good. I'm ready. Just put it in and get it over with.
Oh.
Paxton?
What? Oh.
Oh, right. I was like, what is going on?
I'm so close.
You were so stressed out. I think I heard you crack a tooth.
No, you don't date girls who don't put out, so it's cool.
That's not true. I can go slow.
What if what I'm comfortable with is just going to second base during scary movies?
Then I'm cool with that.
See, he's understanding. This is what you should have done in the first place.
So we decided to take it slow. He didn't even get to see the G-string I made out of my shoelace.
Oh my god! What is wrong with kids of today?
To someone else who had sex with him.
Watson! What is that t-shirt?
I got a flat 100, but I wrote an extra page on LBJ's inability to de-escalate the war. And Lady Bird
How did you get more than 100? It was out of 100.
I told you, Ben, no more extra credit.
A frickin' 82?
Hey, I also got an 82. Oh,
Oh, that's
we're the
bad.
same.
Ugh. 82 is so good, though. How did Trey
I
get
know.
that?
Why are they screaming about that?
Hey, I think we should talk.
Oh, what?
Sure. Would 2:30 a.m. your time work?
Oh god, 2:30 a.m.
Girl, are we dating? Because you haven't texted me back in forever.
Why do they
Oh,
always
that's
have to
because
make
I
a
changed
big
my
deal
number.
out of these things?
You like me. Romantically.
Yeah.
Okay, because that wasn't really clear before.
Oh my... Jesus! What? What is going on?
Sick.
Oh my god! They're perfect in their own perfect way.
I just wanted to offer my advice. As someone with more romantic and sexual experience.
How kind of you.
Don't even
Yeah.
try
I
to
doubt
lie. Davey,
Paxton and I are taking things
leave
slow. and
it.
we're good. You said some pretty mean stuff about us before, so...
I don't think so. It doesn't sound like us.
She was nothing to these girls. So maybe what they said should mean nothing to her.
exactly.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think we came to a mutual agreement which we are both very happy with. We have decided to not move forward with our relationship.
You better watch out, Davy. Paxton Hall-Yoshida
Anonymous.
is not who you think he is.
56284.
It's gonna be hard to ignore that.
She's getting trolled now. Haha.
What is this?
Well, this started exactly how I would have expected it to in Davy fashion. I remember season 1, episode 1. She asked Paxton to have sex with her when she didn't even know him.
Oh, yeah.
2 seasons
That
later,
was
it's
so
still the
good.
same thing.
Davy is such a special human being. He really cares about what other people think, and I know at that age, you know, we will definitely like that, but she has people telling her some pretty solid advice, like a therapist and sometimes her friends, and she chooses to ignore it, get a bad result, and then wonder why she's in a bad result.
Yeah.
And she really needs to listen to the people around her that she trusts, like her family, her friends, her therapist. Like, they do give some good advice, but Davy sort of Davies it.
For real though, how much money is her mum spending on that therapist for Davy to just not take any of the advice that she gives?
I can't imagine how much, but yeah, she needs to start listening to her because she does have very good points.
Yeah, that's the thing that semi-annoys me, because it seems like at the end of each season she takes the advice and it looks like, oh, she's grown, and then the next season starts and she's exactly back where she was.
There's no progression, there is no progress, it always goes back to square one, but maybe that's just who she is.
Yeah.
Imperfect but perfect in her own way. And
I mean, these new road bumps come up to knock her confidence, like those 3 girls making fun of her. I'm sure anyone would be hurt by that. What's unique about Devi though is that she makes a spectacle of everything. Like, she's a loser, quotation marks, but she's so confident. Like, if I heard people talking shit about me in school, I would cower away. I would not stand up to them and be like, hey bitches.
Hey bitch, I heard you call me a slut and stuff. Like, I don't know anyone that would do that, even someone popular. I can't imagine them doing that. That is a pure Devi thing that is unique to her. That is a level of confidence I could never exude. Like, that is next level stuff, and I'm happy she has the confidence to do that. But with great power comes great responsibility. And don't use it for bad.
Yeah, that's why whenever those scenes happen, when she's like, you know, standing up to people, we know it's the wrong thing to do. Like, it was literally the direct antithesis of what her therapist was saying. And even though it's like, oh, Devi, no, this is so wrong, I still kind of like it, because like, who else in this universe would stand up to bullies like that? And Paxton, you know, he's proving himself to be a good boyfriend, which is why in season 1 I was always put off with him, because I thought, oh, I don't think he'd be able to handle Devi and whatever, but he can.
I know, I'm liking them a lot. Devi makes up these assumptions in her head about Paxton, and she builds it up until it explodes like it did at his place. And if she would just talk to him about how she was feeling, you know, I'm not ready to go the extra step and all of that, it would have been fine. He was fine about it, you know, instead of like being really uncomfortable and making the situation uncomfortable. Just talk about it and set your boundaries.
Yeah.
And it would have been fine. He was fine about it, and you know, that's really good of him. And I think they're perfect. Perfect together.
Yeah, he is he's actually a very good guy. And I've just had a thought, because we had that episode in season 1 where we saw Ben's home life and it made our opinions change, and then season 2 we got Paxton's home life and like our opinions changed on him too. So I'm wondering if in season 3 we'll get another one of those background character episodes. If it's for Trent, I'm suing.
Oh my god, I'd actually like that, because I want to get into the psyche of Trent. How has he turned out like that?
No!
Like, I am, Trent, like, is a bit up and down for me. Like, in this episode I quite liked him, but sometimes he's really annoying. But I just want to know how.
How is
how
he
does
like
one
this?
How does one turn into a Trent? Like, how did he become that way? It's fascinating to me.
I mean, I love to hate him, but I don't know if I could put up with him for a whole episode. Jesus, seeing what his parents are like. Oh.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long episode if it's all about Trent. But I like him and Eleanor. I think they balance each other out quite well.
They're surprisingly well suited.
It's the couple we never saw coming.
And I thought an interesting little factoid we got from this episode. Anissa saying that her and Ben aren't having sex, when at the end there he was like, oh, I could give you advice with my sexual experience, blah blah blah. So he's clearly making it sound like they're doing things they're not. I feel like that could lead to something.
That's a little Easter egg there. I think Ben puts up a big game about his experience and just making himself bigger of a person than he is.
Yeah.
But I think deep down he's very insecure, and we kind of saw that with his backstory. You know, his parents are very absent, and I feel like he needs to prove himself to people when he really doesn't need to. And this is just another thing with Devi where he feels the need to prove himself to her and make himself bigger than he is.
Yeah.
But it really doesn't need to happen, and I can't help but feel bad for Ben at times, because you just see his insecurities show a lot.
Yeah, because he's been so abandoned or neglected by his parents, and he's never had many friends. He's always been so focused on getting into a good college and, you know, working so hard, but he needs to, with all this extra credit stuff, it might be a blessing in disguise that he doesn't have to do this, because he's still got top grades. You can't get higher grades than an A++++.
Triple plus? What even is that grade? He's so grade focused, it's exhausting.
That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching our reaction to Season 3, Episode 1 of Never Have I Ever. If you want to watch our uncut reactions to Never Have I Ever, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time for Episode 2. Bye!